I've road tested a ton of identity theft protection services. Here are the 7 hotshots for our ultimate showdown. Aura, TransUnion's IdentityForce, Costco and Experience Complete ID, Norton's LifeLock, Identity Guard, Identity IQ, and last but not least, ID Shield. We'll stack them up based on the 3 golden rules of identity watchdogging. You ready? Let's dive in. So, what's the monitoring game plan? Any solid identity theft protection plan should sniff out every last detail of your personal info. It should hunt far and wide, from the Googleable you to the dark web shadows. It should keep tabs on all 3 credit bureaus, and it should buzz you the second it smells something funky. Based on these 4 commandments, here's how our magnificent 7 stack up. Coming in at number 7, the bottom of the barrel, we have Identity IQ. Let's unpack that disaster. First off, dark web monitoring. I gave them everything they needed, then twiddled my thumbs for months. The result? Zilch, nada, 0 hits. Now, you might think, wow, you're squeaky clean. Nope. So actually, I have nothing more to say about Identity IQ. Coming in at number 6 is ID Shield. Let me start off by clearing the air. ID Shield isn't bad at what they do, they're just bad at showing it. Dark web alerts? They nailed it with 17 hits. But hold up, what were those hits about? Well, your guess is as good as mine, because ID Shield ain't spilling the beans. Once you clear an alert, it's gone forever. Imagine going to a doctor who says, "Yup, you're sick," and then just walks away. Super helpful, right? Anyway, utility monitoring, what's that? Exactly, you won't find it here. The user interface? It's as smooth as sandpaper. You'll need a GPS to navigate that mess. Oh, and the good old tiered pricing. You want 3 bureau credit monitoring? You gotta level up, buddy. Their family plan does include coverage for 2 adults and unlimited kids, though. And then there's the mysterious reputation protection. Sounds fancy, but it's really just a babysitter for your social media, making sure you don't say anything that'll keep you from getting that next gig. Like you need another mom, right? At number 5 is the high school quarterback of identity theft protection, Norton's LifeLock. Now, you're probably wondering, why is Mr. Popular ranked so low? First off, their standard plan. Spoiler alert, it's far from standard. We're talking 1 bureau credit monitoring, and that's it. No credit reports, no transaction alerts, no criminal records tracking. If this is their version of standard, I'd hate to see light. You think tiered pricing is confusing? LifeLock's made it into an Olympic sport. The second tier is their Advantage plan, which gives you 1 bureau credit reports and scores, transaction monitoring, criminal records monitoring, and phone takeover monitoring. Then the most premium plan is the Ultimate Plus, which gives you 3 bureau credit monitoring, credit reports and scores, and 401k, investment account, home title, and social media monitoring. Then, for each of these tiers, there are plans for individuals, 2 adults, and a family of 2 adults and up to 5 kids. Billed monthly, it's pretty expensive. Billed annually, it's better, but keep in mind that the price goes up after year 1. And as for dark web monitoring, 8 hits. It was the second lowest of all 7 companies. Not the stuff of legends, folks. Rolling into spot number 4 is TransUnion's IdentityForce. Now, don't get it twisted. IdentityForce could have been the valedictorian of the class. No joke. But they decided to flunk phys ed. Monitoring? A+ stuff right here. Their base plan nailed it, especially on the dark web. A whopping 20 hits. But here's where they trip up. The base plan offers nothing in terms of credit monitoring. For the cash we're dropping, not even a dash of 1 bureau action? Come on. Although fork over some extra cash and you get credit reports, scores, and even a fancy score simulator. Landing at number 3, we have Identity Guard. 18 dark web alerts. But wait, there's a catch. Tiered pricing. The base plan treats credit monitoring like it's a VIP club. No entry unless you level up. Want to keep tabs on your Benjamins? You'll have to cough up an extra Lincoln or so a month for the middle-of-the-road plan. And for the all-you-can-monitor buffet, now we're talking Hamilton's. It's their Ultra plan, complete with bells and whistles. The family plan is big enough for your whole circus, up to 5 adults and as many kids as you can count. But no kiddo-specific features like video game monitoring. Coming in second place is Complete ID, brought to you by our bulk buying paradise, Costco. This one's a VIP club, only for Costco members. And let me tell you, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet of features. You pay the entry fee and you get everything on the menu. No upcharges, no hidden fees, just more cash for adding more family members. But it looks like they've shut their doors, not accepting new members. If you're already in, you're golden. If not, tough luck. So I guess they're out of the running. Now, let's crown the champ of identity monitoring. Aura! No second-class citizens here. Every member gets the royal treatment. One price opens all the doors. Want to add a family member or devices? Just a few extra bucks. Family plans, though, come with some cherry-on-top extras, keeping your kiddos in mind. Now, Identity Guard and Aura are from the same family, so unsurprisingly, Aura nailed it with 18 dark web hits, the same as its simile. But let's not overlook its buffet of features. Account breach alerts, SSN peeking, home and auto title snooping, identity verification, legal troubles monitoring, a trio of credit bureau watchdogs, bank fraud alerts, financial transaction scans, 401k and investment monitoring, monthly credit score roundups, and annual credit reports. They've teamed up with Protect Me by Kidus for a literal digital guardian angel for your gaming kids. You get real-time alerts against cyberbullies, scam artists, and all sorts of creeps in over 200 of the hottest PC games. To ice the cake, Aura has a digital neighborhood watch that gives you a heads up about registered and new-to-the-scene sex offenders within a 1-mile radius of your home. So, if monitoring is the eyes and the ears of identity theft protection, prevention is like your fortress. It's the walls, the moats, and the guards that stop the baddies before they can even lay a finger on your identity egg. Let's break it down. First, there's credit safeguarding. I'm talking hassle-free credit freezing or locking. Then there's reduced exposure. We're talking less of your identity egg out there. And then we have online and device security. Yeah, this covers the whole 9 yards. Password managers, VPNs, antivirus, document vaults, safe browsing, privacy butlers, anti-trackers, ad blockers, email aliases, and spam guards. Alright, let's break down the contenders by the features they bring or don't bring to the table. We'll start with Credit Lock. This is like locking your front door, but for your credit profile. If you're not looking for any new credit, might as well put a padlock on it, right? Aura gets this. They offer Experian Credit Lock across the board. They even sweeten the deal with a 3-bureau credit freeze for kids. It usually involves a lot of paperwork, but they've streamlined the process. Identity Guard's lagging behind here, offering this feature only in their Ultra plan. LifeLock's kinda stingy on the base plan, but they cough up a TransUnion credit file lock on their pricier option. IdentityForce and ID Shield make you do the legwork. They'll hold your hand, but that's about it. Now let's talk email opt-out. You know how your data gets passed around like hors d'oeuvres? I'm talking about data brokers collecting and selling your info to advertisers, telemarketers, and potential fraudsters, exposing you to ads, scams, spam, or fraud. It's a dirty business. So some of the identity theft protection services contact these data brokers on your behalf to get your info removed from their database. Aura and Identity Guard do this beautifully. You get a ping every time they submit an opt-out request on your behalf. Things get a little difficult with LifeLock, ID Shield, and IdentityForce. With LifeLock, you gotta send these opt-out requests by yourself unless you pay extra. ID Shield says their specialists can make these requests on your behalf, and IdentityForce gives you links to submit the requests yourself. But I don't consider any of those a seamless experience. Then there's online and device security. No need for a drum roll, this is a garden variety lineup. What looks unique is ID Shield's reputation protection, making sure your LinkedIn doesn't look like a hot mess, and privacy guides, which you could probably Google, but hey, it's there. Anyway, these will be considered as low-impact features. The rest of the online and device security features are medium-impact features. Credit lock and email opt-out are high-impact features. So, in our ranking, LifeLock takes last place, followed by Identity Guard, ID Shield, and IdentityForce. And who's wearing the crown? Aura, with nearly double the points of IdentityForce. Now, we're on to the rescue mission, the recovery phase. If you've ever had your identity egg scrambled, you know how critical this is. We're talking about financial jeopardy, reputation hiss, and even the risk of wearing stripes. In jail! What you need is a guardian angel, or rather, 2. That is white glove fraud resolution, which think of it as a SWAT team for identity theft, and solid insurance coverage, because if you're going down, you want a safety net to break the fall. So, I'm rating these based on my own encounters with their customer service and the presence or absence of white glove fraud resolution. Now, LifeLock and I didn't quite hit it off. Long wait times, and once I was through, scripted answers. It's like talking to a robot who failed its empathy test. The rest? A 1-minute wait tops and incredible customer service. Aura and IdentityForce offer white glove fraud resolution on all their plans. Identity Guard has it on only their Ultra plan. And it's a little hard to say for ID Shield and LifeLock, but they aren't talking it up. When it comes to insurance, most have a straight up $1 million in coverage, except for 3 outliers. One of which is ID Shield, who decided to turn insurance into a word game by calling it reimbursement for unrecovered costs. And oh boy, LifeLock. Their coverage looks like it belongs on a game show. At first glance, their premium family plan looks like it covers up to a mind-boggling $11.25 million. But dig deeper and you'll find all kinds of sublimits and caps. So if you're looking at LifeLock, read the fine print like it's a gripping novel and ask them so many questions they'll consider rewriting it just for you. My math puts it at a maximum of $5.25 million, but it's so confusing, please don't take my word for it. Other than LifeLock, Aura is the only one that offers per-person coverage in family plans. So for a family of 5 adults, it's up to $5 million in coverage, and none of that sublimit BS. Alright, let's tally this up. From worst to best. ID Shield, then Identity Guard and IdentityForce share 3rd place. No hard feelings, guys. Then, despite their terrible customer service and lack of a white glove fraud resolution system, LifeLock comes in second because you can get quite a bit of coverage on their plans. And Aura, they're the valedictorians of this class, excelling in customer service and offering both huge and straightforward insurance coverage. Now, I'm going to aggregate the 3 rankings into the ultimate identity theft protection ranking. Eyes on the screen, folks. Let's slap those pillar rankings right up there together. Alright, drum roll in your heads, please. I did some number crunching, weighted each pillar according to its importance in the whole identity theft shindig, and came up with my ultimate identity theft protection ranking. At the bottom, we have ID Shield, followed by LifeLock, IdentityForce, Identity Guard, and then reigning supreme is Aura. Now, of course, I have to talk pricing, but it's so hard to compare across companies with tiered plans and the features they all offer. Suffice to say this, I still think Aura is the most comprehensive option out there, and it's an excellent value for the price you pay. Even better when you apply my discount. Don't forget to check the description for that and any other deals I come across. For more deep dives into each of these companies, just surf through the channel. Until next time, stay savvy and don't drop that identity egg.